Stop saying. Okay, I need to take these off because Hi everybody, how's everyone doing?
Hello.
I see April, Sarah, Anna, Haley, Krista, Cynthia, Michael, Russell, Mary, Rachel, and Felicia. I'm not gonna read everyone's names because it's gonna take me forever, but welcome everybody. So today we're gonna talk about some important things. So let's get down to business first. Please check your emails for the next couple days and a week in general. John is hosting individual house meetings, which means you have to join virtually. No, you do not have to be in person, but it's mandatory, which means if you get an invite for a house meeting, you must attend. Sounds like romper room roll call. Oh, you're funny, Felicia. Um, so just make sure you check your emails. You must attend these. It's not optional. At the same time, we're going to talk about documentation. We are doing an audit on documentation. Miss Melissa is part of the client services, which means she has the power to put you on the red list. And if you're on the red list, you already know what's happening.
Don't hate me. It's my job.
So we are auditing everyone's documentation. Every single house documentation will be audited. If you do not complete your documentation, you will have to volunteer your time because we're paying you to do your job and do documentation. You will have to volunteer, come in or do it. We'll figure out how for you to do the documentation, but it is not optional. Please make sure you do your documentation. Please make sure you do your documentation. Are there any questions so far?
It's quarantine.
Yeah, there's only 9 people. That's because I'm on it.
Usually with John.
Oh, they're talking to John. They want to talk to John. All right, so today is May 28th, and there's actually a couple national days. So it's National Brisket Day. Mary has a valid point. She did say send it to your, use that email part to send it to your own email. So that way, if your name is red listed, you can forward it to Melissa and Rachel if you've completed the documentation. So that is a valid point. So National Brisket Day. So we all had a really wonderful long weekend. Most of us worked. However, if you had someone who cooked for you, you probably had some sort of barbecue food. I'm not saying you had a brisket, but if you're going to go cook today, have a National Brisket Day. Also, today's National Hamburger Day. So for dinner, I know what I'm making. It's American food, apparently. It's also for comfort food, fast food, and it's meat food. That's what they labeled it as. I mean, they do have vegan hamburgers. And of course, today is also National Work from Home Day. We don't celebrate that. We don't celebrate that here. We're all working at a house or at an office, but we're not working from home, guys. So I'm sorry. So these are some national days today. This is always impromptu when John puts us on, so we have to figure something out. So we're still in May. It is National Mental Health Awareness. So how many of you are wearing green today? I have my little green heart. That's okay. Black and white is my favorite color. I usually don't wear any colors. So is anyone wearing any green today? Someone got to respond. Who's wearing green? It's like the world's smallest violin right now. Like I hear it because no one wants to answer. Smallest violin in the entire world. Well, I hope you guys are actually wearing. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you. Thank you, Felicia. I'm glad you guys have some sort of green on. We have to still be aware that in this hectic time, we're working with individuals. We got to take care of them and take care of our own mental health. So take some time and kind of reflect on what your needs are for mental self-care. Lately, I'm going to share this with you guys. Awesome, Terry. Nicole's wearing green. Congrats, Nicole. I actually bought some plants to do a mental health awareness month. Yes, I did name my plants. It's Spruce and Spruce Junior because one is smaller. But I was really excited to do something for myself that was so simple as planting a plant and putting it in my house. So not only did it brighten up my day, but it brightened up my living space in general. And just having a couple plants for me is just over the moon joy. We can't go and shop and we can't do things that we usually are used to. But it takes some time and think about what you need. It could be something small. Maybe it could be a bath bomb and you want to take a nice, relaxing bath. It could be your favorite tea, your favorite book, maybe coloring. Thanks, Naomi. I will not kill my plants. Tatiana is wearing green. Awesome. Thank you, Tatiana. But Naomi always got to say, I'm going to kill my plants. I don't have a green thumb, guys. So I planted a bush last year. It did die outside because I didn't know how to take care of it. So I'm working on it. But with that being said, I did take that time to do something that was good for me mentally. So some things are much simple for some of us, and some are not. We don't have to think about taking a relaxing long vacation in Paris. That would be nice. So does anyone have any ideas what you guys can do to, it can be small, to relax and kind of celebrate Mental Health Awareness Month? We'll wait as the crickets keep playing.
I think I'm gonna write.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know some of our clients eat. Yes, Naomi, eat. Today's National Hamburger Day, so you can eat a National Hamburger Day for Mental Health Awareness Month. Some of our clients have actually been writing songs with Sarah, and we saw Sarah last Friday. So that was a very interesting thing that I learned from her, and the clients really, really like it. We have actually sitting and watching this. I'm never sit still. Awesome. I'm glad that helps you to sit still and actually focus on something else besides either work or housework, whichever. April, take a walk. Beautiful weather's coming out. I mean, today is a little hot and muggy and rainy, but take a walk. See, JB's taking a bath tonight. So awesome. Awesome job. See, Robert's working on the model ships. Are those the ones that go in the glass and then you got to use a little tool? We have Sarah who's hiking and fishing. Now, that's an interesting one. I found out to fish. I know there's a fishing license, but I thought it was for specific kind of fish. No, it's for all sorts of fish. You can't just go somewhere and fish. Practicing piano. All right, Sarah. Well, you got the music talents, okay? So, like, I don't know if I can sit down and try to learn to do that. So Robert said, no, it's not the ones that you put in a little shit. It's not the little ship that you put in a glass bottle. I couldn't talk today. It's the bigger ones, I'm assuming. All right. I can't talk today. I do apologize. So yet again, to kind of go back off of what we need to cover, we do need to make sure that you guys check your emails, just like we did mandatory trainings. This is another round of mandatory house meetings. Your documentation will be audited. So every single residential home documentation will be audited. Whatever is missing and whoever was supposed to be working that day, we kind of gotta figure out how you're gonna complete all of this missing documentation. So please make sure you do your documentation. And any supervisors that are on, please reiterate to your team, you must do your documentation. It is mandatory. It is not optional. If you're red listed, John's famous words, you're not getting paid until everything's done. We have Krista for National Mental Health Awareness Month saying to roller skate. I don't think I can get on roller skates. I just see myself falling and crashing. I trip up the stairs, guys. So, but that's a relaxing one for the ones who have coordination to do that. So awesome. Guys, if you have any questions, please let us know. This was impromptu. John always does something last second, so we want to make sure that you guys, if you have any questions, please let us know. Please make sure you still wear your IDs. If you do not have an ID, if you lost an ID, I do have some people that I'm making those. It does take me a little bit of time, but please make sure you email me saying you do not have an ID. It is mandatory for us to wear our IDs and to identify. In fact, yesterday I visited a home. Um, I was instructed to. I didn't visit out of my own kindness. I was instructed. And the client actually asked for my ID because they didn't recognize me. And they have that right. So please make sure you have your IDs on you. It is very, very important. Please make sure also that you do not, if you have to take pictures or videos or anything like that of a client, please make sure you use a company cell phone. Do not use your own. Use a company cell phone. Email it to your supervisors, to Kaylee. Um, just make sure you don't put it on your own phone. Does anyone else have any questions so far? I'm going to give you a couple minutes. This was a short live. Krista said it's like riding a bike. I think I know how to ride a bike, but I haven't been on a bike in a while. And I'm pretty sure it's going to take me like a couple seconds until my brain clicks and does what it needs to do, how to ride a bike. But I haven't rode a bike in a hot minute. All right, so please make sure you check your Lehigh Valley Adult Services email for upcoming mandatory house meetings. They're not optional. If you miss a mandatory house meeting, disciplinary action will be taken. John Jones is doing those house meetings, so it's not just a team lead, it's John Jones. So just kind of keep that in mind because he's going to do the roll call. It is virtual. Like I said, you don't have to show up at the house to have a house meeting. It is virtual, but it is mandatory. Please make sure you do your documentation. I think I said documentation like 10 times today. Make sure you do your documentation. Don't get red listed. I do have a joke because last time you were with Rachel and she cracked up, but my jokes are really, really lame. So, all right. So it's kind of a puzzle / joke. So what are Zebra's favorite movies? What kind of movies? What kind of movies do zebras like the most? Whoever answers, I'll read those answers. See, I have dad jokes, okay? I have dad jokes. So what kind of movies do zebras like to watch? What are their favorite movies? Sarah got it immediately. Yes, it's black and white ones. Get it? Because they're zebras. I have another one. Which building has the most stories? Sarah got it on the first try. This is like the third time you got not even a real, this is supposed to be a dad joke. Stop. You're giving it away, Sarah. Anna said Toy Story. No, but Sarah is right. It's the library. Yeah, everybody's Sarah, you don't even give me a second for my dad joke to actually like get in there. I know the answer, so I see it. All right. If you guys have no questions, comments, or concerns, just to reiterate what John said, if you go on a vacation, Sarah, I told you, I only have dad jokes. They're simple. But to reiterate, if you go on a vacation or if you take time off, please understand that it's not guaranteed, like John said. And if you do get it and you leave or do some sort of vacation time, please understand that we're still going to follow Lehigh Valley Adult Services way of protecting us, which is the two weeks out, or making sure you quarantine yourself for a couple of days. They're going to come up with the plan. So just please make sure that if you do take a vacation, you're cautious. Summer's coming up. I understand what is going on, but however, we still have to protect our clients. We still have to protect our staff. So just to reiterate what John said from the last couple of sessions, make sure you think about it and use your common sense when it comes to that. Sarah wins at everything. She's the best musician. She is the best musician, and apparently, she knows all the dad jokes. So good job, Sarah. So yet again, check your emails, guys. I think I've said that like 17,000 times, and do your documentation. If no one has any questions, we're gonna get off. We're gonna give you like 2 seconds, and we're gonna wait awkwardly. All right, you're welcome, Sarah. Just make sure, guys, today's National Hamburger Day. If you eat a hamburger or something, or if a client makes a hamburger, take a picture, send it to Kaylee. We'll celebrate some National Comfort Food Day. Naomi said eat, so that's what we're going to do today. Not all the time. We're just going to eat a healthy dinner, a healthy hamburger dinner. Well, at least I am. All right, guys. I hope you have a good day, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Denise.
Denise says, Sarah, you're like Google. You know all the answers. So that's her new nickname, Google. Google Sarah. All right. Bye, guys.